So the Asia Cup 2024 continues. The hosts have taken a very good step forward in the opening game against Bangladesh, as we all predicted. I have Gurpalji with me. Gurpalji, welcome to the show. Sri Lanka
Thank you.
versus Bangladesh. Yesterday we saw that, and we saw the thumping victory by Sri Lanka, one-sided encounter. I think the game was already over in the power play itself when they picked up 3 to 4 wickets with the new ball.
Yes. That spell by Prabodhoni and Inusha, they were spot on. The couple of wickets in the very first over, after being hit for four and a double, then she got into act and she got one in swinger in dipper and moving the off stump, and then that catch. It was also a
Mhm.
brilliant catch, and that game was done and dusted when the four wickets fell for nothing. So
Absolutely.
it was done and dusted over there. Though the captain Jyoti performed very well, she had a fighting knock of 48, missed out on her 50, and one lower order
Uh-huh.
batsman Shoran Akhtar. She played. She had a very good cameo, but there was nothing sort of 111 on these kind of pitches
Exactly.
with a day-night game. Batting second is a cakewalk. Cakewalk, unless or
We saw
until
two
there is
back-to-back day-night
no
games. We saw two back-to-back day-night games when the chasing team was comfortably getting over the line. So I think if it's a day-night game, 118, 120, 125 is not enough if you have a quality opposition that is going to bat second.
Agreed. See, in the day game as well, in the day game as well against that match was between Malaysia and Thailand.
Malaysia and
You
Thailand, yeah,
mentioned Thailand, and Thailand, I guess they chased 133 easily. So it is not a bad pitch. It is a pitch of 130, 150, 150 as well. Even we may see a 170 if India bats well, or maybe Sri Lanka,
absolutely.
another team, if a stronger team bats well, bat first and bat well. So we can we can see a high scoring game as well. uh, Batsmen are not applying. They are, I guess, the team which have a better bowling attack and a weaker batting attack. They are taking too much pressure that they have to get 150, 150, 150. In the process of that, they are not even able to get 120 or 130, which is a par score or respectable score.
Exactly. That's absolutely true, and I agree with you. And we have to see what day-night games produces as the games progress in the Asia Cup 2024 for the women's. Let's take a look into the form for Sri Lanka and Malaysia going into this game. The form is not impressive when it comes to Malaysia. Unfortunately, they are knocked out of the tournament. I feel so because they have to win the remaining games for sure out here. But Sri Lanka, on the other hand, they won comprehensively the first game against Bangladesh. So you think upper hands to the hosts, they should make it through.
Yes, Sri
What?
Lanka, Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka in their condition are a very dangerous team, and they could be a team to beat for the tournament. Apart from India, and obviously Malaysia, what can do? They can put up a good show, a good fight, and tournament on a high. But it will be tough for them to beat Sri Lanka.
But
Sri
it's a
Lanka are
must-win
all over.
game for Malaysia, to be honest, because if they lose this one, second games for all the teams are done and dusted. If they lose this one, they're out of the competition. And Sri Lanka, if they win that one, they more or less make their qualification secured for the next round. So, do you think Sri Lanka moving into this game at their home surface firm favorites?
Yeah. Again, Sri Lanka's form, there's no doubt about it. The thrashing they're given to Bangladesh, their confidence will be sky high. Their bowling is looking very good. The captaincy is looking very good. They chased the target with 7 wickets in hand and in 17.3 overs. So everything was clinical as far as Sri Lanka goes.
Absolutely. So you're saying they were on top of the game against Bangladesh was Sri Lanka. That's the reason why they won it comprehensively. Let's take a look into the fixtures of Sri Lanka and Malaysia. Yeah, it is Sri Lanka. They won the game against Bangladesh. Now they face Malaysia tomorrow, and they end up facing Thailand. On the other hand, Malaysia face Sri Lanka, and the last game is against Bangladesh. So pressure is more on Malaysia, to be honest, Gurpalji, because games are coming thick and fast. Alternative day games. So what do you look into? What should be the strategy for Malaysia in a day game, 2 p.m. clash? So spinners will be key out here. Sri Lanka also have a lot of spinners. So what could be the game plan if you win the
I
toss?
guess Malaysia has already played a day game against Thailand, so they will be knowing
Yeah.
the conditions very well. But Sri Lanka, they are the host nations, so Malaysia has tried putting up a total, but they were not able to defend. They might opt for putting Sri
Yep.
Lanka in if they win the toss and try to chase them, because they have some decent bowlers, Malaysia. So they have a good bowling unit. They have a decent bowlers. So try putting your bowling into the stronger part into the more tough situation by bowling first and try to restrict Sri Lanka to low total, and then try put up a fight or try chasing them. That's the only way, I guess.
Absolutely, that's the right thing, yeah, as you are can say. So the schedule is done and dusted when it comes to the. Let's take a look into the top three players to watch out for. The top three players to watch out for is my picks. Chamari Atapundu, the captain of Sri Lanka, has to be there. We spoke about the left arm pacer Devishka. She was phenomenal the first game. Prabodhani, and you have Kavisha Dilari, the all rounder. So a lot of good players Sri Lanka has. They can dominate. On the other hand, Julia scored a wonderful 50 plus the
Yeah,
other day. Captain
I was
needs to
about
be
to take her name. The opener Vimashi, she could be another. She could have another good game against the Malaysians. She have to just uh, keep the fast bowling of the Malaysian and the spinners away, and we can again expect a good knock from her, because when your batsman is in form, when they are in form, they always make hay when there's a sunshine.
Absolutely, absolutely, Paji. But agreed in this part. But still, I'd like to ask you about the experience of Chamari Arapatu, because with the bat, she did not get a big runs on the board of against Bangladesh. She got a run of ball 12. But when it comes to her experience as the leader, I saw her standing in mid off region all the time, concentrating with the bowlers. So when you have that experience, how much responsibility you have on your shoulders to put that in
Yeah,
your young bowlers as well?
she's like a charismatic batter for Sri Lanka, like what Rohit Sharma does for India. She also tends to give the fast and brisk start to Sri Lanka. But yeah, she's getting soft dismissals like Rohit used to get earlier. Maybe right time, come at the woman, as we say.
That's really nice of you, to be honest. Come in, the woman can perform at the level best at their home ground. Anything can happen. The players to watch out for are done and dusted. Let's take a look into the predicted playing 11. I think the predicted playing 11 is very, very simple for both the sides because they performed really well, both of these teams. I go with an unchanged 11. Sri Lanka, they performed well against Bangladesh, dominating performance at home. They should stick to a winning combination. Malaysia as well, they did not give enough runs on the board. So if they can capitalize on the batting ability in the power play against the new ball bowlers, against the spin, I think 130 in a day game could be a good game, to be honest, against Sri Lanka.
Yes, agreed. 130 could be a very good game, and maybe yeah, Pramodani might get a less swing in the day in a day game as compared to the evening. So that's the chance where the Malaysian batters can breathe easy. I guess you may start with the right arm swing bowler rather than with the left arm, and plus also again I've said as that if Malaysia happens to win the toss, they might be entertaining a thoughts of chasing rather than batting
Absolutely.
first.
Absolutely.
So
That's
fresh
absolutely
pitch. Maybe you will seeing a fresh pitch. Morning start, afternoon start. There will be bit of dampness, bit of a moisture would be there. So I guess it won't be a bad idea for them because of chasing rather than having batting first.
correct. Absolutely agreed. So I think you are saying chasing despite in a day game. That would be interesting. The spinners will definitely come into play. We will see, fingers crossed, for a wonderful game. Let's hope the weather stays away because hearing that there are a little bit of showers around the corner in Dambula as well. So let's hope the weather gods stay away because we are so far having a very quality
Yes,
Women's Asia Cup, to be honest.
Indian men's team is going. Will be reaching on Monday. When Indian men's team reaches there, the showers are already follow them.
So is it the showers of rain or is it the showers of sixes for Rohit Sharma?
I hope it's a shower for rain in Colombo, but at Palikile there will be shower of sixes.
Let's hope for the best when it comes to the men's, but we will focus on that a little bit later in the few couple of days. But women's are playing really well when it comes to Team India as well. They got a fantastic victory against Pakistan. So fingers crossed about that. Let's take a look into the predictions time now for Gurpalji. Gurpalji, predictions time. Home team Sri Lanka face Malaysia in the second game of both the teams in the group stages. What's your percentage?
Sri Lanka home team, home ground, home support crowd, big time favorites, firm favorites. Again, I will
So
say
what are you giving? Is it
this
an
time I will say
80-20?
90% to 10%, 90-10.
90-10 says Gurpalji. This time he's been honest because last time he was honest as well. But he said a little bit towards UAE, the other teams as well. But he says 90-10 towards the home side. I think It's going to be played at Dambulla. It's an afternoon game. Malaysia versus Sri Lanka. It's going to be cracking one. Must win for Malaysia. If they lose, they're out of the competition. Sri Lanka qualified to the next stages as well. Thank you so much, Gurupalji. Thank you to all the viewers for watching this one. Don't forget to subscribe to the Fifth Umpire. Press the bell icon as well. So thank you so much and bye bye.
Thank you. Keep watching. Keep